If your car is making any of these 5 sounds, stop driving immediately. Number 3 could cost you $10,000 if you ignore it. Your car talks to you, and when it starts screaming for help, you better listen. Today I'm breaking down the 5 sounds that mean serious trouble and what to do when you hear them. Let's get into it. Sound number 1, high-pitched squealing when you brake. This is your brake pads literally screaming at you. Here's what's happening. Most brake pads have a small metal indicator built into them. When your pads wear down to about 3 millimeters, this metal tab starts rubbing against the rotor, creating that nails on chalkboard sound. If you ignore this, that squeal turns into grinding, and grinding means metal on metal contact. Your brake pads are completely gone, and now you're destroying your rotors. What should have been a $150 brake pad replacement just became a $600 rotor and pad job. The fix. Get your brakes inspected ASAP. You've got maybe a few hundred miles before things get expensive. Sound number 2, rapid ticking or tapping from under the hood. This one's tricky because some ticking is normal. Modern fuel injectors make a clicking sound, but if you hear a loud, rhythmic ticking that gets faster with RPM, you've got problems. The most common cause, low oil or low oil pressure. Your engine's valve lifters need constant oil pressure to work properly. When there's not enough oil, metal starts hitting metal, and that's the ticking you hear. Low engine oil can starve a vehicle's components of valuable lubrication, thereby leading to metal on metal chatter. Check your oil level immediately. If it's low, top it off, but understand you might have a leak. If the oil level is fine but you still hear ticking, you could be looking at worn lifters, a failing timing chain, or worse, and that's mechanic territory. The danger, ignoring this can lead to catastrophic engine failure. We're talking thousands in repairs. Yeah, sound number 3, a humming or grinding noise that changes with speed. This is almost always a wheel bearing going bad. Wheel bearings are what allow your wheels to spin smoothly. When they fail, you'll hear a humming that gets louder as you speed up, kind of like an airplane taking off. Here's the test. Accelerate, then let off the gas. If the humming continues even though your RPM drops, it's definitely a wheel bearing, not your engine. The danger. A failed wheel bearing can cause your wheel to lock up or even fall off while driving. This isn't just expensive, it's legitimately dangerous. Get it checked within a week, maximum. Sound number 4, hissing or sizzling from the engine bay. If you hear hissing while the engine is running, you've got a leak. Could be a vacuum line, could be a coolant hose, but if you hear hissing right after you turn the engine off, that's serious. Hissing occurs when the radiator fluid breaches the engine. It has gone into the cylinders and is boiling off as steam and leaking out an equally damaged gasket. This often means coolant is leaking onto hot engine parts and evaporating instantly. Worst case scenario, you've got a blown head gasket. Coolant is getting into your cylinders where it absolutely should not be. The fix, pop the hood carefully after the engine cools. Look for obvious leaks. Check your coolant level. If you're losing coolant but can't see where it's going, or if you see white smoke from the exhaust, you might have that head gasket issue. Don't drive it. Call a tow truck. Sound number 5, deep knocking or pinging from the engine. This is the sound that makes mechanics cry. A deep, rhythmic knocking that gets worse under load means you likely have rod knock. One of your engine's connecting rods is damaged. A rod knock is the most notorious of these issues. A knocking rod will make a sound emanating from the lower part of the engine and probably get worse with more RPM. Don't confuse this with a mild ping from using low-octane fuel. That's different. Rod knock is loud, comes from deep in the engine, and sounds like someone hammering metal. The reality. If you've got rod knock, your engine is dying. Period. If you've got a rod knock, stop driving the vehicle. Your engine is on limited time and will need replacement or major repair. We're talking $4,000 to $8,000 for an engine replacement. The only way to save money here is to stop driving now before you turn a repairable issue into a total loss. Your car is constantly communicating with you. Those sounds aren't random. They're warnings. Squealing brakes, engine ticking, wheel bearing hum, hissing coolant, or engine knock. Any of these means it's time to act. Which sound have you heard in your car? Drop a comment below. And if this video just saved you from a massive repair bill, hit that like button.